Good morning, my name is Maximiliano Macias Flores. I'm studying civil engineering at UANL. My speech will be about why I choose to study civil engineering. Then I'm going to talk about the labor field of this same profession. And I'm going to finish with my perception so far of the civil engineering and what I have learned so far in these 8 months of studying it. At the beginning, as a child, I never dreamed about being an engineering. I always wanted to be a chef because of my parents. My parents have always worked in the culinary industry. So it was logical for me to be like the successor of that, to keep the same studies. But when I was 15 years old, I discovered that there are other types of industry, not only the culinary. There are several more. And I discovered the engineering in general. And I was truly fascinated by them. And I discovered also that there are many of them, like electrical engineering, biomedical engineering, and mechatronical engineering. There are several, but the one that truly amazed me the most was civil engineering. So at that time, at 15 years old, I was happy because I, I found the profession that I would love to invest my time in for the rest of my life. So it was really a really good and great moment for me. As the labor field for the civil engineering, there's a lot of work because inside the civil engineering you can work like in many different areas. There are several areas of specialty where you can work in, like geology, hydrology, administration, structural, and there are even more. There are numerous. I like the structural area. I have always loved the mathematics, and I really think that structural in civil engineering is like the mother of all the specialties, because even if you are building a house or building a skyscraper, you need a structural designer. So it's like you will always have work in that. But also in the first semester of civil engineering, my professor uh, led me a homework to investigate about the environmental impact of this profession in the world. So I investigated and I discovered that this profession, the civil engineering, is the industry that contaminates the most, that emits the most emissions of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. So it was really disappointing because like I find out that the profession that I love is also killing the world. So I made my mind up, and I said to myself, I'm gonna study this degree, but also I'm gonna put like my part of the work at saving it, at saving the world. So I would like to study structural design as my primary branch of the civil engineering, and study after that a master's degree at environmental impact. So I would like to have those two master's degree to like complement them, like do a structural design with materials, but materials that are good for the environment, that won't contaminate as much as other materials that are using right now. I I have loved this profession so far. I have been studying this profession for like almost 2 years because I study 1 year at Cancun, and here I'm studying. I've been studying in here like 8 months, so it's like more or less 2 years, and I can say that I love it. I have never been more interested in something, and I would love to keep investigating, keep evolving. Most important of it, evolving this profession, because I believe that even though it's the oldest profession of them all, is the one that hasn't been innovated the most. So we have work to do. And as a student of this profession, as a student of civil engineering, I, I hope in the future to innovate, to create more things that can solve problems and can bring like a balance to the environmental impact and also to the needs of the future human beings. So I hope I can balance these two things, like the environmental impact that this industry has, and also to innovate with new technologies and with new ways to solve problems and new ways to create things in this industry. So far I have loved these studies, and I hope to finish them in time and to be one of the greatest civil engineers. Thank you so much.